Hey everyone, we're here with Mindy Tate this morning from Franklin Tomorrow. We're going to continue our series that we started with the City of Franklin Mayor Moore talking about Find Hope Franklin. And Mindy's going to help us. We've talked about this before. We just thought we'd review this, talk a little bit about QPR.
Right. And QPR is sort of similar to CPR. QPR stands for Question, Persuade, and Refer. And it's an international program that allows us to provide training so that people feel comfortable questioning, referring, persuading, and referring someone who might be suffering a mental health crisis or have a mental health emergency. And it's there's a class for everyone. And through Mayor Moore's Find Hope Franklin, we received a grant from Vanderbilt University Medical Center to train over 10 people in our community who now go out and provide these classes for up to 35 people. And we've trained several hundred people in those classes now. And it's exciting that this is a factor here in our community.
Yeah, I appreciate that he's taken this initiative to talk about mental health. I feel like over the last few years, just everyone has been a little stressed. And, I think it's great to talk about these. Even our young people in schools have been stressed and suffered in some ways. So I think it's good to have this, even if they're not considering unaliving themselves. I think there's so many other things that people go through.
Well, I think that's why Mayor Moore and the group and we're Franklin Tomorrow is part of that, decided to name his initiative Find Hope Franklin, because we're looking to be able to offer people hope in our community during difficult times. And I was just reading something from the Pew Center this morning that said 81% of Americans surveyed felt that our nation was more divided than it was before the pandemic. And we know people have felt that isolation, and isolation sometimes leads to depression and to making a rash decision or having thoughts of harming or killing yourself. And so we hope that through QPR, we can provide information to general citizens. You don't need any special training to take this class. It's just like CPR for a medical emergency. You would have the tools to be able to ask the right questions and in a positive way. And FindHopeFranklin.com has a ton of resources on it that you can refer people to as well.
Yes, I'm going to put that link up here right now. There we go. You guys can go check that out and sign up for the classes. Do you know, when is the next class coming up?
So we've had several classes this month, and then September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And we have several classes scheduled right now, September 8th and September 27th at the Franklin Police Department training room, and then September 21st at Williamson Inc. And those times are on our website, or you can search for them on Eventbrite. Or if you go to that FindHopeFranklin.com, at the top there is a link to sign up, say you want to take the training. We also are happy to come to your office or to another location and provide a group training for someone. Up to 35 people can be in a class, and we can even do it online with 25 people, though we really prefer to do it as an in-person training session. And we have provided this training in offices. We're providing it at churches and even for neighborhood groups who are interested.
Nice. Tell me, how long is the class? It's not a very long class.
It is not a very long class. It's an hour to an hour and a half, no more than 2 hours. It depends on the discussion or the questions that people have during the program. But usually about an hour and a half is the length of the program. And everyone who takes the class, once they complete the class, receives a booklet with much of the information that's covered in the class. So you have something to sort of refer to yourself if you feel you need to interact with someone who may be facing a mental health crisis.
So it's a short commitment, and you learn so much. And it's such a value, like I said, for our community and maybe for people around you that you're not even aware who might need this.
It's a difficult subject, obviously, to talk about. But we say throughout the class that we want people to leave with hope. And that is it. That's why there's Find Hope Franklin. And that's why we're involved. Franklin Tomorrow is involved with Find Hope Franklin.
Well, you guys go check that out. We wanted to go ahead and talk about Franklin Tomorrow, which you're associated with. And there's some meetings coming up September 12th. And tell us about that.
So September 12th will be our next monthly Frank Talks, and we're excited to welcome former Rotary International President Mark Maloney will be coming to Franklin to sort of talk about a program called Celebrate Community that he and other former Rotary presidents, working with the former international presidents of Lions Club, Kiwanis, and Optimist, have created a program called Celebrate Community. And it looks to bring together service organizations and expose and put them together to do a project for their community or good works. So we're working with the folks from the Franklin Lions Club and the Kiwanis Club to have something special that day, September 12th, at Franklin First United Methodist. And we'll learn about those clubs and learn about how we can be of service to our community.
That sounds like a great time. You can sign up for that. And Frank Talks is a great event, a great way to meet people and learn so much. You guys have so many interesting topics you bring every month.
Yeah, we have had a great run with Frank Talks, and we really love doing it and moving around the community and doing them in various locations. That's always been a great program for us. And then the next breakfast with the mayors will be that last Tuesday in October, and I think that's October 25th. So mark your calendars for that. We've had a busy summer with our anniversary party at the end of July, but we've got remaining this year, we've got our golf tournament in early October, and then also the volunteer awards will be November 15th, and we'll be releasing information on how to nominate someone for those awards starting next week.
Oh yeah, that's always a great time, and to recognize people who are doing so many good things, which people are always helping in this community. So that's always fun to see those people and recognize them.
It's great. So thanks so much.
Yes, thanks for telling us about that. We'll put the link up there if you want to go check that out, and we will see you again soon. Bye,
All right, have a
everybody.
great day.